Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Congratulations for all of you either committing to UD, thinking about it, or thinking about applying to Quest if you haven't already. Thank you so much for giving us a few minutes of your time. I'm sure everyone's in a hectic stage in their life right now, but thank you again. We might have some friends join us throughout the presentation, so if you hear anything in the background, just keep that in mind. So welcome to our Quest information session. We're all going to introduce ourselves. Us three with our little Quest logos in the background are going to be your hosts for tonight. So to begin, I'm Casey Schaefer. I'm a senior leadership and event management studies major.
I'm Maddie. I'm a senior human physiology major.
And I'm Jason. I'm a senior biology major. So to kick things off here, we're going to show you a quick video. It's about 2 minutes. Just kind of gives you a feel for what the program is like. It's got some clips from the last couple of years, and honestly does a little bit better of a job kind of showing the nature of Quest than we could sitting here and sort of talking to you about it. So I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, I think everyone should be able to hear the audio, but if for some reason you can't, just let me know.
Quest is a summer leadership and transition experience at the University of Delaware that gets students introduced to concepts around leadership, who they are, who they want to be during college, and adjusted to college life.
You know, it's so much fun. You do so much stuff in a span of 3 days, and you experience like the beginning of college before the beginning of college.
Honestly, I love the ropes course because I'm kind of scared of heights, but it was so fun to challenge myself, but also like have someone doing it with me, and like you just felt so supportive, and it was so fun.
Punching through the wood, that was one of like the best experiences that I could ever had. I really didn't think I could do it. My peer mentor Natalie, she really encouraged all of us to kind of, break through our own barriers and fight through the struggles that we were facing within, and just kind of go through the board.
The people who you meet at Quest will definitely be your best friends, like for your freshman year and probably for all of college. And I think without Quest, this place definitely wouldn't feel like home the way it does now.
Quest is, we're biased, but Quest is an amazing program that we think as many students as possible should take a look at and see if it's the right program for them.
It's just so fulfilling and fun, and it's a challenge, but you learn so much about yourself and so much about other people. So I would say just go for it and dive right in.
All right. Well, hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. So first off, one of the biggest questions we get is probably also a question that you're wondering yourself is why do a program like Quest? Like what's the point of a first year experience or a first year college transition program? And so you might notice there's a bunch of words on the screen, and I would kind of say that that's the answer, all of the words that you see, right? So coming to college is really, really exciting. But it's also kind of scary. It's scary for a lot of students. It was scary for me. I'm sure it was scary for Maddie and Casey. So Quest is here to make that transition smoother, right? So building confidence, finding a community, or even just the simple comfort of, finding comfort in a new space. And with Quest, you'll connect with mentors, you'll make new friends, and you'll get a real jump start on your journey at UD. And all of these words, they come directly from past Quest students, so they're not idealized. They are real outcomes that we hope you share too. So specifically, why Quest? What makes Quest different from just any other welcome event or orientation program on campus? So Quest is built with 3 main goals in mind, right? Things that really matter when you're starting college. And so first, we want to help you adjust to life at UD. And that's more than just finding, you know, the physical locations of your classes. It's about feeling confident navigating campus, because it's a big campus. And that's just one of the outcomes that we hope you kind of reap. Right. It's about building healthy routines. It's about knowing that the support system is there should you need it, right? People that you can turn to for support when you know times get tough. So second, we focus on creating a real sense of belonging, and you'll meet people before classes start, and so those connections really get, you know, a genuine jump start, and they often turn into, you know, long lasting friendships. Lola said it, and I always say that some of my, you know, best friends now I met when I was doing Quest as an incoming freshman, and so it's been 3 years, and I'm still benefiting pretty heavily from the program. So, you know, it's a win for me. And it kind of helps you feel like you're not doing this alone, which really makes all the difference with college transitions. And third, we give you a space to start thinking about your leadership potential, not in a super formal or super intimidating way, but a way that really allows you to kind of, you know, take your own steps, figure out your strengths, find your voice, and build skills that, you know, you can kind of hone in on while you're here at UD, and wherever you go afterward.
Now that we know why Quest is so beneficial, we're going to talk a little bit about what Quest actually is and what you'll do. So Quest is an acronym. It stands for Question, Understand, Explore to Engage, Serve, and Transform. So each of these is something that we strive to kind of build off of within Quest, kind of questioning, you know, who you want to become, what you want to do on campus, understanding the things around you, really exploring all of the opportunities that there are on campus, and then also within the leadership and service office, and just within everyone around you. And then two of the biggest ones, in my opinion, are Serve and Transform. So Serve, we have a community service component of Quest, and that's really just learning to kind of give back and give beyond yourself. And then Transform, really thinking about who you want to become. And this program allows you to kind of grow and flourish in yourself. And then here are some more kind of nitty-gritty details about the Quest program. So we do have in-person programming starting Monday, August 18th and going through Saturday, August 23rd. And that last day is a half day. And students do get to move into their residence halls on campus early on the 18th. It's kind of nice because you have a more relaxed period of time to have that move in, as opposed to when everyone moves in on the actual move-in day on that Saturday. And we do a lot of different activities. Some of them include kind of getting a little campus tour from your peer mentor. We have some renowned guest speakers who come in, and they're really a highlight of our week. You get to hear some really cool things and kind of get some extra motivation from them. We do a few leadership workshops. We have some team building activities, really getting close with the peer mentor team that you're a part of. And then one of the kind of favorites that we always have is our day at Sandy Hill, which you can see a little sneak peek of that here on the dock, and you saw some of that in the video as well. But that's where we'll do the boat building and boat racing, and then the rock wall, things like that. And it's just a really fun day to get off campus, and we do usually a bonfire at the end of the night, and that's always a hit. And then Quest also goes beyond just our intensive summer program. So kind of the main component is that week-long summer program, but it also continues throughout the fall semester. So we have 4 monthly follow-ups, and it follows the core model, which stands for confidence, optimism, resilient, and engagement. And each of our monthly follow-ups follows one of those themes. So you're really learning about kind of how to build your confidence, how to remain optimistic when things are going to get you down, how to be resilient in all of the things you're doing throughout your college life, and then how to continue staying engaged, not only in our programming, but outside of it. And the main kind of idea behind these follow-ups is to continue strengthening the relationships that you build over the summer. So, you know, things kind of get hectic throughout the semester, or they can get hectic, and sometimes the friends we meet, maybe we don't stay in touch with them as much, but this is really an opportunity just to continue forming those bonds and getting to know people better than you might have known them before. So those are always a good time. And there's free food at them, which is always a plus.
So next, we're going to talk about the team for success that you'll be meeting during our Quest program. So Maddie, Jason, and I are the student coordinators. So Quest is facilitated by the staff of the Leadership and Service Office, us 3, and then 16 upperclassmen peer mentors. So we are here to support everyone. We help put on the program itself. We do a lot of the behind the scenes planning, and we really want to make sure that Quest runs as smoothly as possible. So we play a really cool role in being able to be there to support not only our peer mentors, but also everyone involved in the program. And then our shining stars of the program, these are our peer mentors. This is a photo from a few years ago, but if you want to see any updated photos of our peer mentors this year, feel free to take a look at our website, which will give you a QR code in just a little bit. But a peer mentor is a fellow student who helps our new students coming in adjust to college by offering support with academics, making friends, and handling personal challenges throughout the fall semester and beyond. We are all peer educator certified, as well as have a wide range of different skill sets to bring to the table. So all of our peer mentors support our positive environment with relationships, and we go on extensive training to make sure everyone is prepared with leadership, wellness, facilitation, and especially problem solving. But we're really just here to support our incoming students as much as they need in any way that we can. So for those who resonate with Quest and what we stand for or any aspect with it, we are all part of a larger office, which is called the Creative Leadership, Innovation, and Service Office. We have a few different elements that I'll touch on briefly. We have volunteer programs through this office, as well as TEDx University of Delaware. So if you resonate with the program, you can get involved with our office on a higher level or in a different way. And here's just a quick little quote. This says, "Quest made my college transition so easy and amazing. I don't know how I would have gotten through the first couple of days on campus if I hadn't done Quest. I felt so much more comfortable already having friends and being familiar with campus when classes started." So this is a story or a little quote from someone who's been through the program. I think it highlights a lot of the amazing parts of Quest, but really for me, it's all about the fun and the relationships that we get to build.
So the application opened on May 1st and closes tomorrow, July 1st. And the application is very brief. It's about 3 questions. And I like to say that we're not trying to test you. We're really just trying to get to know who you are as a person. So don't let the fact that there's an application scare you away from kind of applying. It's, again, not meant to scare you away, just kind of to get to know who you are. So the fee then to participate in our programming is $425, as you can see here, and all applicants are automatically considered for financial assistance based off of your FAFSA, and all of that is determined through our SFS, Student Financial Services Office on campus. And if you have specific questions about that, you can direct them to Matthew Creasy, and his email will be, I believe, in 2 slides. And these two QR codes just go to both our website and our application, where you can see more information, learn about, again, who our peer mentors are, and then go ahead and apply. So does anyone have any questions for us? Feel free to unmute. You can also introduce yourself quickly. Just tell us your name, or you can put something in the chat either way.
Hi, my name is Naya. I just was wondering, like, what leadership skills do you guys think that you most gain from this program specifically?
I could start. Hi, Naya. Nice to meet you. This is kind of like my cheesy answer, but I would say being able to network without realizing that that's a skill that I really value from this program. So you get to meet a large amount of people from many different majors, and everyone throughout the program will become part of different aspects of the university. But now you get to meet these people, become friends with them, and expand your social network and ultimately your professional. We also do different aspects of, we'll talk about our values, and you can be able to bring that into your professional kind of side of things. So that's my little short answer.
Jason, you want to go first? You want
Sure.
me to?
Yeah, no, I got it. Probably just the all-encompassing answer of communication. Sort of speaking my mind was something that I had a bit of difficulty with, and through Quest and through things related in the office, I got a whole heck of a lot better at communicating within small groups, and also the whole, public speaking thing, which is awesome because that's something that you have to do a lot in life. And I will say 100% that Quest kind of helped me become a lot more comfortable with that.
I'd say that Quest, the biggest kind of leadership skill, where it's not ultimately leadership, but that I gained from the program, is a lot of confidence. So I gained confidence in just myself as a person, but also in kind of my abilities to put myself out there in uncomfortable situations and really go for the things that I want to do. I think coming into college, I didn't necessarily have all the confidence that I have right now, and this program definitely helped me develop that. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, so we see a few questions in the chat, so I'm going to answer some of those quickly. The first one is, what if you are a Blue Hen helper? So Blue Hen helpers is actually something that we engage in through our program. Our Saturday, our half day, we participate in Blue Hen helpers and helping move other people into their residence halls. So if you've already signed up to be a Blue Hen helper, Matthew Creasy, who I'm going to move to the next slide so everyone can see our contact information, but he would know better about kind of leaving the Blue Hen helper side of it, and then you can engage in our program, and then you'll also get to engage with Blue Hen helpers through what we do. So kind of doing this just gets to add on and build from that, which I think is really exciting. And then I am not entirely sure. Oh, Casey just said for the recording. Matthew Creasy, if you email him, he can send it over to you. And then as for paying the Quest application or the Quest program fee, my bad, you will pay it after you've been accepted to the program. So once everyone's accepted, which will happen around mid-July, we'll send out an acceptance packet, which will have more information in it and also give you the portal and the link where you can pay for everything. And then how many students do you accept in the program? Our target number of students is 112. So we have 16 peer mentors, and we like to have around 7 students in each group. So that's 112 students that will hopefully get to join us at the end of the summer here and get to participate in Quest.
Fabulous. So any questions that are regarding to finances anyways, in any way, feel free to send a message over to Matt Creasy. He'll be able to reply to you in the next couple of days and be able to answer all your questions regarding that. If you have any other questions, feel free to unmute and hang out with us for a little bit after some people head out, or put it in the chat. That's all right too. Again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. If you came late, or if any friends came after our video, feel free to watch that on our website. You could just look up Quest UDEL or Quest UD, and it'll be the first thing that pops up on your page when you enter our website. So thank you all so much again. I saw another one. Can you participate in both? Is this regarding to Blue Hen helpers and community service? Absolutely. So we'll have 2 different sections for our program that'll be implemented into our schedule. All right, thanks everyone for coming on. Again, feel free to hang out, but otherwise, see ya. I hope to see everyone in our Summer Quest program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Naya.